Hey guys, today is Saturday, December 20th, 2025. I'm out riding Fall Line Trace, doing a little bike ride here in Columbus, Georgia. It's a nice day today, about 65 degrees, so it's pretty dang warm. It's nice and sunny. It's the warmest it's been in a while. Yeah, it's good to be warm and it's good to be out riding. Nice day to ride. I'm about just under 5 miles in on my ride today. So this is the Fall Line Trace. It's about 11 miles from where it starts at Summit Road. It goes all the way to the Riverwalk downtown by the Chattahoochee River. It used to be a railroad. So the city, the railroad was owned by Norfolk and Southern. It was abandoned and the city bought it and converted it into a multi-use path. I don't know if you can see it, but that red building is Shooters of Columbus. So it's a gun shop, gun range. You can hear them firing off there. Yep. I'm sure they're facing this direction. Sometimes you can smell the gunpowder. I've smelled it a few times. But yeah, they have everything when it comes to guns and firearms. Alright, so I'm about 5 miles in. Started from Summit Road. And this was about, I don't know, year and a half ago. This lady, this woman in her early 20s, had a car wreck that killed her. So this is kind of her grave site, tribute to her. I don't know what happened, but her car was flipped over right in the middle of the trail. This building on the left is Treadstone, so it's a rock climbing gym. Shot some drone footage in there a few years ago. I don't know if I still have pictures, but I'll see if I have them. This section ain't fun when it's windy. So you got EBCO battery over there. That white building used to be a dance center. Then it became a cigar shop, and I have no idea what they're repurposing it into now. Looks like it's gonna be a shop. And then you got these L's. There's your post office to the left. If you look at that tower right there, that's your tornado siren. Every Saturday at noon, you'll hear those going off. So if it's going off, it's either noon on Saturday or there's a tornado. Or it's the first Wednesday of the month. Lucky me, I brought some SD cards as a backup. It's not like an SD card for some reason, so see if a different card. Solid stuff. All right. also got Crunch Fitness up there. Used to be Best Buy. They moved to Whittlesey Boulevard, right there by Hobby Lobby. There's a weed eater sitting right there. Before it was Best Buy, it used to be a dairy factory. It's called Connect Dairies. So they made dairy products there. And that's why I had a cow. Her name is Katie. And she was moved to Woodruff Park downtown by the river. It was about a year ago. So I'm gonna turn around down this bridge here, kind of show you. Don't have time to go any further today. So that's north toward Atlanta. That's south toward Fort Benning. I don't have time to go any further, so we're gonna ride for Columbus State University. It's a public university, founded in 58, I think, 1958, formerly known as Columbus College. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been through here. It's the walled-in soccer complex to the left. I'm gonna go a different way, give these ladies some space. Okay. Obviously, I'll be able to squeeze through this gate. Here's what I'm gonna care about anyway. Alright, so this is the CSU varsity sports walled-in soccer complex. Seeing a lot of the ladies out here playing as I was running by over the years. Alright, still recording, that's good. So it's something with the SD card. So I won't be using that card again today. Yeah, that's a ghost town today. Everybody's out for Christmas. I think finals finished up a couple weeks to go. Looks like that truck's let me go. Yep. There's quite a bit going on up here. I'll go another way. There's the Brick Center. It's home to all the schools, fraternity, sorority stuff. Ragsdale Fields, all the baseball stuff. This big building on the right is the Student Rec Center. And they got everything in there. Basketball court, running track, gym equipment, cardio, and strength training. even rock walls to climb. It's got everything. Better than really any gym that you can get a membership to. I mean, it's top of the line, state of the art. Been there a few times. It's really cool in there. This would actually be another good spot for my thumbnail. Actually, let me go up here and get a better picture. Gotta remember to turn my pedals to stuff when I'm walking it. So yeah, there's our Christmas tree. Looks nice. There's our parking garage. That's the Lumpkin Center where they have all their basketball games. Wow, this is kind of old construction from when the school was originally founded. One other thing on the rec center. Even got a dance room and even a room for spin classes, so spin bikes in there. Also a pool and a lazy river in there. Yeah, if you're a student here, it's state of the art. You should definitely take advantage of that. There's a health and wellness center. Davidson Center on the left, which is their main dining hall. I know for a fact that they got everything when it comes to food. This is the T.Y. Whitley Clock Tower, which is the main icon center point of CSU. All right, good, I'm still recording. Richards Hall, Howard Hall, Arnold Hall up there, Simon Schlow Memorial Library up here. So that's their main campus library. Got a big open space right here. It used to be Woodall Hall, which they tore down last fall. There's a plaque that says some stuff about it. This site was once the location of Woodall Hall, built in 1963. Yep. Named in honor of William Clyde Woodall, a newsman, educator, historian, civic and religious leader, instrumental in the founding of Columbus College. I've seen that building a bunch. Been here a few times for events like a robotics competition when I was in middle school, along with things like Winterfest. They tore it down last fall. I did shoot some video of them tearing it down, so I'll throw those in there for you. looks kind of different without it. It's home to the English and IT departments here. My parents went to college here. They both got their degrees in exercise science. That's where they had their English classes, Woodall Hall. Yeah, it's quiet here today. No cars, nobody. Everybody's out for the holidays. So this is Lenore Hall on the left. This is where all the chemistry stuff happens. Stanley Hall on the right. I think that's home to some of the school's ROTC programs. And then Jordan Hall up here on the right. This building up here is the Lenore Annex, which is home to the school's robotics engineering program, which I actually looked into as I was getting out of high school, but kind of exploring my options right now, which is normal for many people my age. It's okay to not be sure exactly what you want to do. Yeah, it looks like they're taking advantage of this time to do some innovations around here. They recently carried out a multi-million-dollar renovation on Davidson Center along this building. I can't remember the name of it. College is in session. You'll see quite a bit of students around here on their electric scooters, just zipping around. So this is Clearview Hall on the left. That's their main dorm hall. There's the Lenore Annex on the right. But yeah, their robotics engineering program is top of the line. If you're wanting to do any engineering degree, it's gonna be a lot of math, so. I'm not saying it's rocket science, but it's pretty math heavy. So something to keep in mind if you want to pursue an engineering degree. Which is totally doable though. It's like some field there on the right. This is what they call a mock pavilion. They have some events here. Oh yeah, I can definitely see it. They're doing renovation now. They were doing tore down the brick veneers. I can see. There's what going on. There's a Student Success Center, University Hall. See how fast I can go down this hill. As long as I give people their space. We're clear. Foot slip, but I'm good. And that's Woodruff Gym on the left. Nobody coming. Good. All right, we're back on fall-on tricks. I already showed you most of it, not all of the campus. So I'm gonna go ahead and start heading back. Cop hightailing it. Oh, two of them. Cops do that all the time. Respond to calls. I want to show you a zigzag section real quick. Definitely not a racetrack where you can get speed. maybe for your kids, your little ones. They're like 5 years old. Kids would love this. And then that just goes straight to the soccer complex where I was a minute ago. Powerball jackpot is $1.5 billion right now. I don't know when the next drawing is. Used to be a pretty busy road here. Oh, we're clear. Burger King on the right. Not really a fan of any of the fast food joints. Really my only one is Chick-fil-A. We're gonna be here a minute, so I'm gonna check my battery and SD card real quick. Alright, got 11 minutes left on this card. I got one more, about 30 minutes left. I should have time to go through Cooper Creek real quick. Probably one of the widest parts of the trail I've ever seen right here. And this is where it narrows right now. Car, let me go. While it may be unseasonably warm, I'm digging this weather in December, believe it or not. Even though it's kind of out of the norm for December. So I'm glad to be out riding my bike today. Did a video a few days ago. Just kind of go over our life updates and stuff like that. So it's been a month since I posted. So this video is kind of an added bonus, since I'll be publishing both of these videos at the same time. So doesn't even feel like winter right now. It feels more like the spring or the fall. I wouldn't say fall now that the foliage is gone, but not super windy and not a cloud in sight. It's a good day to ride. I've been out riding my mountain bike quite a bit. Some of the trails in the woods. Gotta have good balance. I get some good exercise. And e-bike, which is what I'm riding right now, I ride it mainly for fun. I pedal, for sure, to get exercise, and to conserve the battery. It's a lot of fun. Filming for 5 minutes. It's about 11 minutes left on this card. When I do these videos, I always bring a spare battery and maybe a spare card. On the cards, it depends. But I always go through 2 GoPro batteries when I film rides for this long. Heard one pop off. There's a building up here. I was home to a really neat business a number of years ago. We'll go that way in a minute, but first we'll go through Cooper Creek. Cooper Creek Park. So the students at Columbus State University, the tennis players, this is home to their tennis program. So they'll ride their electric scooters over here, and they'll play in these courts over here. So this is a major hub for tennis. I think it's like 6,000 or 7,000 people. It's the Columbus Regional Tennis Association. On weekends and when it's nice weather, packed out here. I don't know if it is right now since it's this time of year, but it's nice out here. I would expect more people to be out here playing. Well, it's not every court, but most courts. There's a few people. Okay. So yeah, this is Cooper Creek Park. all this surrounded by a lake. It's kind of neat around here. Alright, if I don't want my SD card to run out in the middle, I'm gonna go ahead and swap it out real quick. Alright, got a fresh battery in my GoPro and got about 35 minutes left. So yeah, Cooper Creek is a big tennis hub. It's got a bunch of courts. It is one of the largest public tennis facilities in the country. It's actually the largest with clay courts or soft courts. There's a lot that goes on here when it comes to one of the world's most loved sports, I should say. So you got some open space over there, a bunch of stone picnic tables, a playground, and pavilions here and there as well. I bet those picnic tables have been around a long time. There is a path that connects back to the road. I'm not sure bikes are allowed on this path, but I'll give people their personal space. There's some people up here, so I can move it over. And we'll go slowly. I mean, this is kind of the Wild West, so I don't think people really care as long as I be responsible and give space and be safe. So this park was kind of undeveloped until the 50s. The city built it where it is now. Lake. Look at all those geese. This is a hot spot for geese. They love places like this. So you'll see them out here all the time. So you got a pavilion up there. I think there's like 2 others here. Lots of birthday parties and stuff like that happens here. This little puppy. Yeah, it's a great place to have, you know, picnics, birthday parties, all that good stuff. Enjoy it outdoors. There's a walking path right there. It says no bikes are allowed. And it's gravel anyway. Not a fan of riding gravel unless I'm on my mountain bike. Take good care of this bike. Keep it clean. All that. I mean, every machine has a lifespan, but proper care, it'll last a long time for sure. So this is a loop. People out here fishing. You got some bathrooms here and there too. Check this out. I would have wanted to see all that foliage. But tomorrow's first day of winter. AKA the shortest day of the year, so. But it's gonna be warm the rest of the month. It's gonna be a warm Christmas. A lot of folks often look for a so-called white Christmas, where it's cold and snowing. Because there are a lot of Christmas songs that talk about snow, like Let It Snow, Sleigh Ride, all that good stuff. But here in Georgia, sometimes it gets warm during the winter, like this. 65 degrees. So that's pretty. Dang warm this time of year. So right about here, I was out riding my one wheel. It's about a year and a half ago. I hit this little dip right here. I wobbled, lost control, and planted my hands on the asphalt, doing over 15 miles an hour. And it hurt like the devil. I mean, that crash was pretty brutal.
How you doing?
Good, how about you? I'm glad it didn't end up any worse. Didn't not, but I think my arm was sore. My hands needed time to heal. I was pushing it a little too much. Didn't really watch how I was going. Thankfully, that was only the second nosedive in 4 years that I've had on that thing. That looks like a scam. It's right here. Kind of one of the spots while I was in the early days of flying DJI drones. I had a Phantom 3 standard and then Spiral 1. I flew on Spiral over that little creek there. I'll show you a picture. I sold it last year. Now that drone technology is getting better. It was a good drone. Never had any issues with it. And now we're kind of in the days where DJI's future in the US is not looking very promising with this potential ban that's coming up. I mean, we're only a few days away from that ban if they don't do anything. It's not the end of the world if DJI does get banned, but the good news is if you have any existing DJI drones, like I have a Mavic Air 2 that I use for my photography that I do. It's a Part 107 commercial pilot, drone pilot. Still be able to fly. It's just going to be hard to get parts for it. I've had that drone for about 2.5 years now, and it's been great. Never had a single issue with it. It's been great. So we'll just have to see how it turns out now. But either way, whatever happens, I'll continue to fly. Later on, we'll have to kind of see what other options out there on the market that could potentially be better. I'll have to wait here on this light. After that, Toyota, nice, going smooth. All right, hopping back on the follow-on trace. Get a sip of water after I cross this road here. If I don't go in a minute, I'll use the signal, which I really should be doing. Some of these people don't stop. Stuff that you gotta really pay attention to when you're crossing. All right. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. Beautiful day today. All right. I want to show you this place I was talking about earlier. So this building right here with the blue awning used to be a skating rink. Let's see if I can get up in here and show you around a little bit. All right, so this is now a church, as you can see. Man, this was the place to be back in the 80s and 90s. They just repaved this. My mom had her 8th birthday party here Back in 1983, my mom and dad spent a lot of time here growing up. A lot of good vibes and skating, lots of music. They had tons and tons of birthday parties. So if you're anybody here in Columbus at the time, you went to at least one birthday party here, I bet. It's a 24,000 square foot building, I think. I think I went here once. I don't know, when I was like 5 years old. Can't remember off the top of my head. And there was a swimming pool right there. I saw on Google Maps. And a basketball court there. This looks like a volleyball court there now. It was a dark disco atmosphere in there. There were colorful fluorescent lights on the ceiling. It looked like lightsabers. There's a disco ball in the middle. Snack bar. Birthday parties, all that good stuff. People tearing up things like popcorn and pizza. I did find some pictures online. It was called the Lambert Skate Center. And then it was renamed the Jam Skate and Child Care Center. So I think it was a daycare center as well. But yeah, my mom loved to roller skate. She would spend a lot of time on skates in places like that and cruising around neighborhoods. She loved it. And my dad did some rollerblading as well. I think I had a pair of rollerblades when I was a kid, but I didn't really get the hang of them that well. And biking, scooters are more of my thing. And they played some nice music at times. Kind of reminds me of those 90s and 2000s vibes. Which I'll listen to some here and there. They play music of all kinds in there. It was definitely... I don't know what that guy was saying. But anyway, I know many folks had lots and lots of good times there. And it is now a place of worship. That was the way to roll back down. This is a gas storage facility. So the trucks pull up in there, fill up with gas from those tanks, and they take them to the underground tanks at gas stations where you go get your gas. Yeah, I spent a lot of time riding this trail going up. Dad and I would ride this trail a lot. Usually ride from Flat Rock down to the bridge that goes over the interstate I was talking about earlier. And then as I got older, started going from there to downtown and back. The fact that this used to be a railroad is why it's mostly flat. Because you can only go up or down so much. They don't have as much traction as rubber tires and asphalt do. Because it's metal and metal. So that's why this trail is mostly flat, and it's got long stretches, so it's perfect for getting a good workout in on the bike. This will be the last stop in this video. Not going to be filming for much longer because I don't have time. Left our memory card, etc. I've ran this trail a bunch on normal bikes. My first bike, I still have it today. And it's in decent shape. It was the first bike that I ever learned to ride two wheels on. This was when I was like 5 years old. After that bike, I got a Red Rider. I think it was a BMX bike. And I got another single speed bike, and then I got a Cannondale mountain bike with 27 half-inch wheels. Sold that for my Trek Marlin 8. It's got 29-inch wheels. And then I got this from her birthday earlier this year. So this is my first e-bike, which I ride purely for fun. And I got my mountain bike, which is not electric at all. So I'm glad to have the legs to ride far on a normal bike. There's quite a few people up here. Like move over. Alright, so you got Flat Rock Park on the left. Spent a lot of time there going up as well. Bunch of mountain bike trails, and got an 18-hole disc golf course where my dad is currently playing a tournament right now. I'm not going to have time video-wise and myself-wise to ride for Flat Rock today, so I'll do that in another video. Now you can kind of see through there. So you got Walmart right there. And then I got Milgen Commons up there. Used to be some mill or factory. Tore it down and started building Milgen Commons. I don't know, like 7 years ago. You got a Publix over there. B. Merrill's actually relocated to Milgen Commons. It's a restaurant on. That was kind of right there by Extreme Power Sports. Alright, so yeah, there's part of the parking for Flat Rock. If you look here to your left, it's part of the mountain bike trail. Wish it was in better shape. There's not a lot of people riding it these days. But it's still rideable. My dad helped build it. Yeah, sorry my phone's blowing up. My dad and my uncle are kind of talking because they're both disc golf fanatics. My dad is playing, but my uncle is not. So there's more to the trail right there. Not gonna ride this through there because it has no suspension. I don't want to beat this thing to death. All right. And then this bridge up here is part of Terra Island Parkway. Glad to get out and ride today. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So, across here. I don't know when I'll post next, but if it being warm, I'll be out running as much as I can, as much as I enjoy it. So, yeah. With that being said, y'all have a safe, peaceful, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Y'all love and be kind to one another this holiday season. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Y'all take care now.